what's up? I'm the Christine, and Created by Christine. I design and sell stickers for my online stationery boutique. I enjoy sharing tips and tricks and behind the scenes of my journey as a small business owner, along with balancing it as a full-time elementary school teacher. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about wholesale. I have some wholesale orders to pack up and ship out by the end of the day, and I figured I could take you along with me as I prepare it and also share a little bit about like what is wholesale, especially in a small business, and how did I get into wholesale orders, and just some learning moments that I had along the way of literally not knowing anything about wholesale order to figuring it out along the way. And I'm sure there's still many things that I do not know, but I figured we could dive into it together. So let's pack some orders.
So first I start with the packing slips. I accept the order and I print out the packing slip so I know what products I need to pull or I need to make. Ideally for wholesale, considering your turnaround time and also just the quantity of products that you need to be able to have for the order, made to order is not usually the way to go. I think like it should be like ready to ship and packaged. I'm not completely there yet. I think that I have a lot of products that are ready to go and I just need to pick them and pack them, but there are some that I still need to do, like these glass cups that I'm doing now. I don't always have the right number on my shelves, so I often find myself needing to make a little bit more. If you're not quite familiar with wholesale in the small business world, it's essentially distributing your goods in bulk for retailers so that they can sell it in their stores, their boutiques, their online sites and such. There's a couple ways to go about it, and two that I've done is one through email, like just direct sales, like the retailer reaches out to you or you reach out to them. And then also I sell through Faire, which is a wholesale marketplace, and I'm sure there's many others, but I personally sell on Faire, so I can speak to that. It's a highly established and well-organized platform. It's a marketplace, so think of Etsy, except in like wholesale and bulk and larger quantities, and your audience is retailers, not necessarily like the direct-to-consumer. So you do pay commission to Faire for helping you find some of these new retailers. But you can also like add your inventory and your products, and you have control of that and how your page looks like and your banner and stuff like that. So in many ways it's similar with the fees and all, but yeah, just a different audience. Enjoy these little clips of me making the cups, and then I'll be back to talk about pricing, wholesale pricing, how that works. As I pack up these cutie tulip cups, let me explain the wholesale pricing a little bit. So essentially for wholesale price, it's 50% of your normal manufacturer's suggested retail price, or MSRP for short. So for example, if I sell my stickers for $3.50, that's my suggested retail price. That's the price I set for my website and such. But when I'm selling to a retailer, I would sell it for half of it, which is $1.75. In order for them to make profit, they get it at that lower price, and then when they resell it in their boutique or website, online, whatever it is, then they would sell it for the MSRP. It's important to note as the seller, wholesaler, that this is where you have to consider your cases or quantities of like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, whatever, so that you're still doing okay on profit. We are now at the sticker wall, and we'll be packing some stickers for the wholesale order, and I'll also talk about some benefits of wholesale. So as the wholesaler or the seller, you get to get more quantity, more products out, the inventory, like get it out the door, off the shelves kind of thing, so that's kind of nice. And you can also see what does well in different entities and other businesses that carry your items. So I guess it helps with like your market research and target audience and stuff. But for example, my Ditsy Daisy sticky notes, they do well in both my shop and also other, like it's like a frequent item I see across a lot of wholesale orders. So that makes me believe that I think across the board it's a pretty good product that reflects my brand pretty well and seems to like catch the eye of others too. And on the other hand, for the retailer, you get a nice curated, unique, one-of-a-kind items for your store, for your business, and it just like, I feel like it elevates being able to pick and choose all these nice different products for your store, for whatever your needs are. And for both the seller and the retailer, it's really important to build that relationship. Let's pack a little more of this wholesale order, and then I'll share with you how I got started with wholesale. I got started with wholesale, I guess like nice and steady and trying to build a good solid foundation. I don't think I rushed into it too much, but it started with getting emails from other small shops or small businesses that were interested in selling my stickers and products in bulk. And that made me, like, first I was like excited but also freaking out, like how do I even price these things? And I was making all these spreadsheets trying to figure out like what I would sell these at, and I had to do a lot of research about wholesale, what it really means. Generally, I went with that whole 50% price rate, but it was like if I sold a certain amount, like an extra amount, would there be an extra discount type of thing? So I would email back responding with my rates, and sometimes they went forward with it, and then sometimes the conversation just kind of stopped there. But either way, I see that as good practice for me trying to figure out my own standards and policies, and also just kind of like dipping my feet in, like being exposed to being ready to answer those questions. Then soon after, I learned that there was some wholesale marketplaces, so I applied for Abound, which at that time, now they're drop shipping, but at that time they were a wholesale marketplace similar to Faire, and I think they were a little bit easier to get into, so I applied for that one first, and then eventually I also applied for Faire, and I got accepted, and kind of the whole thing, like importing all your products and all that onboarding process. But that is kind of how it all started, and I would say even now, like, it's not it's a big part of my business, but it's not like the majority of it. So I'm definitely still working on it, and I will share my goals, my wholesale goals, with you in a little bit. Goal setting time. So here are some goals that I'll share for my wholesale journey. First, I hope to increase the amount of retailers I have, and also the amount of orders, by 50% of what I currently get per month. I also hope to focus more on reorders from already loyal retailers who carry Created by Christine. And on Faire, there's an option or ability to be star seller, which would be really nice to get. I'm very close. I just have to like update my catalog, I think, and that's always just like a drag, and it's just like admin tasks that I have to eventually do. But that kind of goes along with my next goal, which is updating my descriptions and just tidying up my wholesale page on Faire. And last, I hope to improve on packaging, because I think that as I want to grow with wholesale, I have to get more. Feel like I gotta be like more of a big girl with my packaging and thinking more, like either whether it's investing more or just making it more professional. But I definitely see a lot of potential with how it could be, and although it's right now just like a vision or a hope or a dream, I am trying to make it reality. So those are my goals.
And that, my friends, is a wholesale order. It took me a little bit longer to do this one because it had some cups that are made to order. Normally it's often like stickers, sticky notes, and notepads, which those are ready to ship. Just gotta pick them and pack them away. But in this case, the keychains and the cups also took a little longer, so thank you for packing this wholesale order with me. I've got some other orders to pack and then making one big trip to the post office. But I hope that you learned a little bit about wholesale or just gained some insight on how I started it. As you can see, there's a lot of things that goes into it, and it's something that you don't want to rush into. You want to learn more about, calculate everything. I mean, just think, like, at the end of the day, bulk ordering, like more quantity, but that also means like more inventory, more time, more effort, more investment into it. So it's not to be taken lightly, but it's rewarding because it's fun seeing your products in boutiques or online shops or being able to be in like subscription boxes. So that's really cool. But anyway, gotta do some more work. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.